Hi and welcome to Ben's Business Podcast episode number 20. That's 20 weeks we've been doing this now. Some have been interviews and some have been me talking away. So thanks for everyone who follows the podcasts. It really helps getting your feedback and all the questions that you've asked me to keep the content going. And that's quite related to what I'm going to be talking about in episode number 20 today. So it's all about the power of video and why you must have video on your website, especially in this day and age. A good example is like going into a living room and there's not a TV. It's like when you go on a website and there's no video. It's pretty boring. And yeah, people should chat more, but people do appreciate having a video in their living room for something to do. So that's how you'll keep people on your website. For example, what I'm doing here, this is me creating video for my website. So what the process is I'll be doing this Facebook Live video. And once it's recorded and saved onto my phone, which I'm recording it on today, I will then download it, upload it to YouTube, add keywords, do my search engine optimization to that specific YouTube video. Thanks for joining Tony Mosey on Instagram Live. And anyone else who's joined over on Facebook here, I'll just check to see who's joining us. Sorry about the delay today, there's been a wee bit of technical issues. So if you have any questions for this podcast today, this one's going to be quite short, so I'd be happy to answer any questions at the end. So just post them in the comments on Instagram. I can barely see the screen, but I'll give my best go, and the same on Facebook, and I'll answer your questions at the end. So, like that analogy of a living room without a TV is the same of a website in this day and age. Not having any video on your website it's not helping your website at all. So people love video. I was reading an article just to kind of back this up, this point. I don't think I need to stress this too much, but The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper, online newspaper, were mentioning that 1 in 3 Brits view at least one video a week. And this was an article, I think, in 2017. So that's like a weekly audience of more than 20 people in the UK alone. So again, I don't think I need to stress it enough. People know that video is something that separates you from your competition. Those that are putting out the video, it really elevates you to a higher level. And there's the people who aren't producing that content to that level, and quality content as well. Relating back to the TV, it's like when I had all my friends had the HD TV, and they came around to mine to play the video games, and I was still in the old school non-HD big massive box. So quality video as well is very important. So referring back to Ben's Business Podcast episode number 19, which was just last week, I was talking about a hub website, the idea of having all your content for your main website, your main brand website, which you should focus on, as well as having these additional websites. We should have your hub website as the multimedia channel. So what I mean by that is having all different forms of media, like your blog articles, written form, audios, that's podcasts like what I'm doing here with this quality audio, and then also video. So you can decide what you're best at and kind of focus on that writing, and then get someone to make your video if you're better at writing blog posts. If you're better at video, like I prefer doing video, but mainly because it takes me less time. I don't really like sitting down and writing. I've never got into the habit of it. So figure out, like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about in Crush It, one of his first books. Focus on your strengths and kind of ignore your weaknesses and go all in on that, and then outsource your weaknesses. So get other people to make videos if you're not good at that, or if you're not good at talking, get someone else to do your podcast for you and convert your video into audio form. And have all them embedded on your website, so you have all different forms, because people ask me if I can transcribe these videos because they would rather not sit down and watch a 5, 10, 15, 20 minute video on Facebook Live. They might come back and watch the replay, but ideally they would like me to transcribe it. So I've been outsourcing that and finding someone on Fiverr who can transcribe these videos into text and make them blog posts. And I've been adding some of that text into the YouTube descriptions of the videos and also uploading it onto Online Marketing Consultant, the blog on there. So you can visit onlinemarketingconsultant.co.uk if you want to see the transcriptions of all these podcasts, even the interviews. They'll all be up on the website. So that's what I mean by the hub, having a multimedia channel, get all the different variations of how people want to consume the content that you're producing, but do it in your best form so that you can be consistent and lean on your strengths and just almost completely ignore those weaknesses and have someone else do them. One of the best tips, probably the most important point in this video, I think, for you, if you're wondering, right, video is important, you should have a multimedia channel, how do you actually go about and make video for like online video for your website and for social media? Some people don't like getting on camera. There's other options to go use Camtasia Studio, which is the screen recording videos you've probably seen me use and upload to YouTube. So if you've not seen them, visit onlinemarketingconsultant.co.uk again and visit the videos page, and I've got a lot of tutorial videos of just showing people how to create profiles on social media and just some basic tutorials that I get asked by customers. And I recommend gathering a list of about 50 blog post topics, and they can be the videos. And then they're like your sort of frequently asked questions from your customers, all the questions you get asked within your business. And what to do is have someone interview you. So for example, I done this on the opposite end, where I brought all my lighting kits and good audio microphones, and I filmed my friend Bernie Petrie, who I asked questions I actually wanted to ask her, so I was getting value by asking her the questions, and she was answering them for me on video, but she was creating content, and I was just asking her questions that probably her average customer, or probably not my questions, they're very different questions, but what you could do is get someone to ask you the kind of common questions that you get asked on a daily basis, that you feel like you're kind of repeating yourself. When you've been in business for a long time, you'll notice that you end up repeating and giving people the same answer. So sit down, get interviewed. It doesn't have to be 50 questions. It can be 10 questions, 20 questions. Have a good filming kit set up. Get it recorded professionally, all filmed. And that's you creating 20 videos, 50 videos, all in that one day. Because each of those answers to those questions become a video clip that you can upload to Facebook, you can upload to YouTube, and you can upload natively onto Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere. And especially on Instagram, you'll be able to cut up a 10-minute video into 10 different videos, because you can only get 1 minute videos on Instagram at the moment. So that's quite good. You can split that up and share if you get 50 videos together, you've got content for a long time to come. So that's my best tip for you in actually going ahead and implementing this, is getting those 50 ideas or topics of blog posts or videos to create. Get them down on paper and just start and go to work on them. And that's one way you can go ahead, is be interviewed by your friend or by a customer. And I do recommend Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Crush It, for more ideas on creating content and creating online video, which he's he's the expert on at the moment. If you go on his Instagram, you'll get lots of great ideas on creating great video for your website and for your social media channels. So I hope you found that helpful. I'm just going to check if there's a question over here on Instagram. Okay, it was just an appreciation. Hey Ben, can't stay long, just wanted to say hey, and you're doing awesome. I seen your course on Udemy. Yeah, that's the course on Udemy. I've got SEO training for WordPress websites if you want to check that out. It's a very helpful course if you have a WordPress website. But if you don't have a WordPress website, it's still full of search engine optimization tips for any website. It covers the kind of principles of SEO, search engine optimization. But then I go into like plugins and themes for optimizing your website for Google.